Well, hi YouTube, and welcome back to all my Buster buddies. This is your big kahuna here, Brad, and this is Brad's Boredom Busters, your textile art channel. This is a channel where we have fun with fabric. Alright, so on this episode we're going to be doing an ice dye project. And this is a project that I used to do when I was a new tie-dyer. Yeah, it was something just to learn how to work with the dye. And basically it's a shirt that's going to look a lot like this one. Yeah, so basically what we're going to do is scrunch up this shirt nice and tight, maybe even give it a little bit of a twist, and then it'll go into my dye tub with a shield around it. We'll apply some dye, and then some soda ash, and then ice, and let it go. And that's basically all you have to do for this shirt. It's really simple. It's a good project for a beginner tie-dyer. And it's a good project if you've got some dye that you're almost out of, you don't quite have enough to mix up regular liquid dye, so you can get rid of it on this kind of a project. Yep, I've got several colors picked out, and I'll go through those before I apply them. Basically, this is just going to be a visual tutorial. When we get over to the work table, I'm just going to scrunch it up, and then we'll get it in the tub and apply the dye, and then ice, and we're going to be on our way. So grab a hold, let's go for a ride, and let's do some tie-dye. Okay, Busters, here we are at the workstation. So, what you need for this project is a 100% cotton t-shirt, white. You need to pre-wash it first, and then after it's washed, you can soak it in soda ash water for 20 minutes. Take it out of the water and stick it in your wash to spin out the excess moisture. And then it's ready to be folded up. So mine is all prepped, and so basically we're just doing a nice tight scrunch. I might try and give it a little bit of a twist, and then we're tying it up with kite string. I've got my kite string and my scissor here. So away we go and enjoy the music. Okay, there's my scrunch. All right, let's get that tied up with some good old kite string. Kite string for this sort of a scrunch is better. If you use rubber bands, there's a good chance that there'll be too much tension and it would collapse on itself. So you can control the tension better with kite string. Okay, Busters, so that's basically it. That's how you tie that up. So it's nice and compact, and we can stick this in the tub. I'll get it ready for the ice and the dye, and so I'll see you back here in just a minute. Okay, Busters, so we're all set here in my tub for my ice dye. So I've got my ice dam on around the shirt. And so let me go over real quickly the colors that I plan on using. Like I say, this is a great project. If you just are, down on the amount of dye in some of your containers, you can get rid of it on this sort of a project. And when I apply the dye, I'm going to kind of space them away from each other. I'm not going to have them touching because they'll bleed and blend out, and so I want that kind of look. And there's no particular type of pattern. You can put little bitty spots of dye in one spot, big spots other places, just all random. And so I've picked out 5 colors. So I've got Wet Sand, Misty Rose, Professor Plum, Thistle Blossom, and Coral Pink. So I've got colors that are in the purpley, lavender, pinky kind of realm. So I hope this comes out really nice. And I'll kind of flash the colors up as I'm putting them on so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, well, enjoy the music. Okay, Busters, that's my dye. Let me get my soda ash on here and then the ice, and then we'll be ready for it to cure. Okay, now for a sprinkle of soda ash. And you may ask, hey Brad, why do I need to put soda ash on my ice dye? Well, that's a good question. Basically, the soda ash helps the Press-On dyes adhere or bond to the cotton fibers, and because we're adding the ice, which is an uncontrolled amount of moisture, it just helps keep the amount of soda ash up in the fibers so the dye bonds well with the cotton fibers. Okay, let's get this going. You want to fill it up with enough ice so the dye can penetrate all the way through, and because we left white spaces between the dye, so it has enough moisture also to spread out. So we just want to fill up our ice jam. All right. There we go. Good amount of ice. Okay, so that will sit until, well, when you're ice dyeing, you let your ice sit and melt completely, and then you let the shirt sit for another 24 hours after all the ice has melted out. And you want your shirts to cure in a space that's around 70 degrees. So that's why I'm doing this in the house instead of out in the garage, because April in the Northwest, it's still too cold out in my garage to actually do this. So we've got it in the house. Anyway, so after it melts out and then cures for the 24 hours, I will do a rinse out. We will start with cold water to get the excess soda ash out, and then we will turn that up to hot to get the excess dye out. It'll go in the laundry on a hot cycle with detergent and Curelon, which is a professional textile detergent that I get from Dharma Trading Company. And then it'll go in the dryer. And when it's dry, then we'll come back here and do a reveal. So I will see you at the reveal. See you then. Have a good night. Okay, Busters, so here is our multicolor ice dye scrunch. It came out beautiful. I love this. I love all the different colors, and it just really has great saturation. Yeah, I only had to do one application of ice, and it just filled in beautifully. I really don't have any white spots. I have a few areas where it actually looks though a little bit of light blue here, so some color splitting going on. Yeah, I've got some color splitting here with some greens. Oh yeah, this is just awesome. And the scrunch gave it a real interesting little pattern here, so I love it. I love it. Yeah, like I say, this is a great project to get rid of some dye that you're almost out of and you just want to do something with it. These are a lot of fun. They're just easy to do, nice beginner project, and it just gives you a really punch of color. They're very impactful. Yeah, when you do this kind of project, yeah, it's just like, yeah, you don't know what you're going to get always, but it's just, usually it's very spectacular. I like it. I hope you like it. Hey, give me a thumbs up on this one if you like it. Share this video around, that helps me out. Yep, go ahead and try this one. It's a fun project. All right, let's head over to the desk and we'll sign off. See you later. All right, Busters, that project came out really cool. Hey, I hope you learned something new on this project. Hey, if you really like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming projects. And hey, if you really want to help out my channel, go to my Buy Me a Coffee page and buy me a coffee. That really helps me out. Hey, all right, thanks for watching. Love you all, folks. Peace out, baby, and go bust out some art.